Hi everyone, welcome to The Light Renegades. My name is Starr, and today I have another pre-channeled message for you from Brittany Murphy. I've been channeling Brit for about 6 months over on this channel, over a year in my personal spaces. Hello to those that might find themselves here for the first time. You might want to start at the beginning of this series or at the beginning of the Darkness series. There's been 3 episodes already of that. This is definitely a crossover message. I've been waiting for the time when all of this comes to a head, and it seems like that time is now, everyone. So yeah, for those that might find themselves here for the first time, head over to our playlist. You might find some meditations to delve into at this time for a little bit of a lighter message. There is a massive trigger warning on this message today. Yeah, I'm a little bit dumbfounded, everyone. I'm a little bit there's been a lot of things brought to my attention today in my own personal spaces that has left me feeling I'm still processing. I want to share, so give me a moment, everyone. And yeah, apologies if the energies are a little bit fragmented. I'm not entirely sure how much Brit is going to be able to come through in this video. She didn't have time to be speaking with me after I channeled this, and yeah, she shot off. And I have a lot of questions. I'm sure that many of you will have lots of questions following this channeling as well, so please don't hesitate to reach out, leave comments, email us personally, The Light Renegades, or you can actually email me personally at theawakeningstar@gmail.com. I don't know why that felt relevant, but yeah, you can catch me on my own personal email. It is in the description as well, everyone. There is a lot in this message. Brit comes through with so much, and she says it so simply that I think sometimes it gets missed. So please, please, please listen to this message again. I had to read this over and over again, and I've just been receiving more each time that I have. So just be aware of that, everyone. I feel like she comes in and she just trickles in, these massive revelations, these massive, secrets, cosmic secrets, and they feel like nothing because she comes in so smoothly, so easily, and yeah, her energy is just like, it's pure honey at this point. So yeah, just be aware of that, everyone. I think that there's just a lot in this message to understand and to comprehend. So please take the time to, sit with yourself after hearing this. There's just some things that have blown my mind that I'm going to share a lot about my personal story after this message as well. We're coming to that stage, everyone. I'm starting to realize why we've got the teams that we have, why the Light Renegades has perhaps seemed to stay small. I now understand why this has been. But I'm going to read the message from Brit. And she started with, the title was Life in All Its Forms. And she started with, "Hello, dear ones. Thank you for your patience. There has been much to contend with where I find myself of late. As many of you will be in awareness, this time of year is rife for sacrifice on all levels and facets. We've been doing all that we can to steer the energy of those wishing to leave the dark constraints and pushing the energies of those into the light to remember whom they are at a soul's level. There have been many souls returned to us this past week through the awful misdeeds of others. I do not say this to upset, rather a reminder of where you truly find yourselves right now. I know at times you may feel as though you've truly lost your mind. You haven't. I've watched many of you fall back on your beliefs due to the sheer pressure of what is happening around you. Believe in what is happening around you and to you. It is real. In your heart, you know it to be true. I wish there was an easier way, but right now we are having to face it and just go through. It is getting difficult. The darkness is closing in. The reptilian order are doing all that they can to put a stop to us succeeding in this stage of the journey. We are fighting back. We are loving where we can, and that is exactly where you need to position yourselves. So many of you are in parallel times and lifetimes right now. I'm going to repeat that again. So many of you are in parallel times and lifetimes right now. The things you do in this lifetime, in this timeline, are mirrors of situations happening in others. So trust in your knowing. Trust that each intuitive decision you make is for a reason. In the coming weeks, we will be asking you to come together to send light, energy to certain collectives and beings to help bring them back into the light. This dear one has been working so hard to keep everything in such a fine balance. This has not been easy, and know that you are doing this in your own lives too. I'm so pleased to say that we are on a cusp of some miraculous changes. Some of you have seen this come to fruition already. Although right now it can seem as though for one win, there are equal amounts of losses, the scales will tip again, and this will be in balance again, soon, we promise. Many of you are seeing the changes happening within your own lives, the notions sticking out like a sore thumb for you to heal. Listen to them. These are your missions. This is what you came here to do. To heal, take time out right now to truly assess it all. Each and every one of you here, take time to assess. What is playing out in your life? What is out of balance? What can you do to help shift the script, to change the narrative? You are in control of your life exactly as it is right now. Please remember that. It is an illusion to think that life cannot be as sweet as you wish it to be. You are all alchemists. You are all alchemists. Use your energy. Use your love to heal those around you. It is time to heal. Please know and remember that we have already won, but it is through you completing your tasks and your life's missions that we do. Look around. What is screaming out to be healed? Who is crying out to you? Hold them. They need you. And it's been brought to my attention that where I find myself right now in my own life and my own personal journey, my life is a direct mirror of what Brit is talking about. I have found myself in incredibly confusing situations for the past 6 months. Within all of this darkness energy, you can go and watch that series, and there's been 3 episodes on that, like I mentioned. And I've not been able to pinpoint exactly what is happening because I don't think, one, it's been that safe for me to fully know, and 2, I've been having to make sure that other people are, in the right energy for me to be able to be speaking with them, to be conversing with them, and for them to be able to hear me and understand what I've got to say to them, because I'm starting to realize that everyone that is in my life has been so, intrinsically woven to be in my life, and I've met one full human in my lifetime already, and this has been recently, and this was something that absolutely blew my mind. I came into contact with one full human, that hasn't lived on any other different planet. They are just a human. I've met one in my lifetime, which means that every single other person that I know in my lifetime has been, connected to some sort of galactic system, has lived a galactic life, and that notion just blew my mind, everyone. And I've been brought to more situations that I find myself in that have been incredibly challenging, and why they've been incredibly challenging. And over the past 3 to 4 weeks, I've been shown that my father, in fact, was a reptilian in one lifetime. He was my captor. He was part of a mind control program that I was in. I was a slave in many different forms, in the most brutal way you can imagine that to be too. And I've been having to understand that. I've been having to heal, a really difficult relationship with him this lifetime. And I've started to see where, the parallels of that have been. There's been a lot of mind games, a lot of manipulation this lifetime that I just didn't understand as a child. I found it incredibly difficult to be around him, to connect with him. And now I know why, everyone. And it's been so much for my mind, to believe it, to hold on to it, everything that has happened, everything that you all know about if you're here in real time, all of this darkness, this satanic energy. There are people around me in my vicinity that I know that are, demi-demons somewhere. I know this to be full fact, full truth. And I just couldn't process it. I couldn't bring that forward. I couldn't hold on to that to be my truth, because I know it sounds insane. And like Brit says, you might feel like you're going insane, but you know that something is off. Something isn't right with, these situations, these people, and you are here to shine a light on that. And, it's going to be incredibly difficult to know how to navigate this, incredibly difficult to know exactly who is who, what, where, and why. I'm finding it difficult to navigate what is in my present time and what is in other timelines. And I found this difficult my whole entire life. I've realized that I've always been tapping into the other. And I've said this before, I think I've behaved in really peculiar ways to some people this lifetime, and they've truly not known what I'm talking about. But in other timelines, it's made sense, and I had to do it. And that's where I find myself. I'm, deep in looking back and reassessing everything, my relationships with everyone that I've had this lifetime, and why I might have had them, what I was healing, and the situations that are happening around me right now that are just absolutely wild, everyone. I'm going to bring a message forward in the darkness video that I think this has been the turning point for me to be like, oh my gosh, this is happening, this is happening. It's getting incredibly close to home, and I knew there was something happening where I find myself, in the town that I find myself, and it's here. And I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen from this moment forward. I think that I'm going to be in battle again, with more of this darkness energy coming forward, and I'm grateful to have all of you here, because I know that there are many of you in this collective that know exactly what I'm talking about, that understand exactly what I'm saying when I say these messages. So please do come forward and reach out if you feel like you want to be working in these processes with us. There is going to be a call out from Brit, from the GA, from all other teams of light that we have been in contact with this lifetime. And there is a lot of beings helping us, but also we have to complete our tasks. And I started to realize I thought my life was going to go in a very different direction, and now I'm seeing I'm having to really turn it back into home. I'm having to really turn it back into these interpersonal relationships that I have with people around me, perhaps people that I'm not that close with anymore, but they've been in my life for a reason. And to understand that and to heal that, because that's having a ripple effect in these other timelines, in these other life spaces, in these other understandings, and that's for a reason. So if your life has been incredibly difficult, incredibly chaotic, incredibly confusing, I'm right there with you, and I'm hoping that this message makes sense to you. I'm putting a call out, and I keep doing this, and I don't know exactly who it's for. I think it might be for many of you, but there is a call out to reach out to me personally with whatever is going on in your timeline, in your lifetime, because I can help you. I think that there is going to be massive resistance within this for so many of you, and I understand it, but please know I work with both sides. I've been on both ends of the spectrum. There is nothing you can say that will shock me, that will scare me, that will make me think lesser of you as a being, as an entity. I have done so much. There's been lifetimes where, I have been a reptilian. Even last night, I was healing something within my own eye. I was in excruciating pain getting into bed last night, and I stayed up really late. I had cacao by myself, and I was feeling such strong emotions, and I thought something's going on, I'm shifting something, and then my eye was in the most amount of pain, and I could feel like there was just this thing unhooking itself from my eye. And some of you will know that the reptilians, they put an implant in your eye, and this is how they take over your brain, and they control you through that. So I was healing that in another timeline, but I'm still presently physical here. So it was excruciating. And these are things that you can't tell everyone. I understand that, and I don't share this with everyone. I think there is enough people out there that probably already think that I'm a little bit cuckoo at this point, and my life is only going to get crazier from here on in. And I think some of you have been here for a really long time, so thank you for sticking it out, and thank you for being here. Thank you for being in our collective, because I'm starting to realize that all of you that are here, you are on a massive mission where you find yourself in your life right now, however large or small that may seem to you. It is actually something quite large in other spaces. So have a look at these relationships that are difficult, because they are difficult for a reason. And it's a time to really heal, so that we can help those that are wanting to step forward in the light. And I think this is connecting to those people that I'm calling out to, that are perhaps living in darker aspects, darker lifetimes right now, and are wanting to step forward into the life. This is a massive message for someone that knows me quite personally, and this is to say, I hear you, I see you, and yeah, I'm willing to support you, I'm willing to help you. And that's what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be working through this. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be, something that we have to set a lot of boundaries around, for sure. I think that it's going to be incredibly triggering, and yeah, there is just a lot to heal, everyone, in all of your relationships, I feel. And if this doesn't feel like it's your message, thank you for being here. Thank you for expanding your consciousness with us. Please send out love to us in this situation, in these really peculiar situations we find ourselves in. And we are here to support you as much in that as well. But I think it's getting pretty personal right now, everyone. So please do take a look around. I think there's going to be things happening in the next couple of months where this message might not have made sense, and then all of a sudden it's going to make sense to you. Some of you are ascending at a rapid rate. I think you're going to start to see things that you just didn't believe to be true. And you know, many of you will know I got catapulted into this journey, and you know, I see the darkness in people. I see the other entities of people. They are not this in my present lifetime, but I see what they are in other spaces. I see reptilians in other spaces. I see demonic energies in people in other spaces. And it's difficult. It's difficult to know what to do. It's difficult when you are faced with that. It's difficult to know, you know, send unconditional love out to those spaces when you might have been hurt by these people. You might be, you know, still tormented by these people, but we're here to help heal them, to help bring them back to the light with love. And I've always tried to give my unconditional love to everyone, you know, my whole entire life, even those things that have been incredibly difficult. And I'm really having to come at myself with deep compassion at this time, and a lot of other people around me, because I was supposed to be healing these relationships, and in some spaces I had to take a step back. I had to walk away. I had to run away for some, and you know, I'm not going to apologize for that, because I think that was what I was supposed to do at that time. But I'm willing to heal it. I'm willing to look at it again and to see what can be done to heal this, why we might need to heal it. And I think some of you, you know, might be dealing with people that aren't in this full capacity of understanding of where you are right now, which makes it incredibly difficult. That's exactly where I've been. And I'm starting to think that, you know, things are going to shift where everyone's going to start to see who they are. We're coming to a time where the light is taking over, so everyone's shadow is coming to light. I think we've got probably about a 3-month window on this, and I think some people are really going to start to show their true colors, and they're going to be terrified of what they see in the mirror. They're going to be terrified of what they, you know, understand themselves to be, and we have to be there to hold them, to heal them. And you know, this is going to take great discernment on your part, everyone. So please, you know, do come to us Light Renegades. We can help you in that, because sometimes, you know, if we come in too soon, we can get burnt. If we come in too soon, we can make a situation be a lot more chaotic than it has to be. I've definitely done that, and yeah, it wasn't pretty, everyone. So I want to say from experience, you know, tread lightly, tread carefully, and yeah, just be aware of everyone that's around you at this time, and especially those that might need healing. Send them love directly from your heart space. I'm definitely going to be working on a new heart opening, and you know, darker energy entity, sending them love and light, reverence, that we can all, you know, come together for as well, everyone. So if you would like to be joining us in that, do look out for that. I think I will just put a live post out for that. But yeah, we're having to bring it back to love, everyone. So make sure that you're doing lots of heart healing, and please do listen to this message again, because there is a lot in there. And yeah, it's I'm a little bit shell shocked, to be honest with you, everyone. So you know, do take care of yourself. You know, reach out to us if you're struggling. Reach out to us if you've had this and you've just completely gone into a meltdown. You are supported. All teams of light are here to support us in this, but we do have to do this work. We are going to have to push through, but we're here to support each other, everyone. So yeah, take care of yourself. I will be back, I think, tomorrow. I think that's necessary, but in the meantime, don't hesitate to reach out. And yeah, happy Samhain, everyone that is here, you know, in real time. And no surprises to me, there was a bombshell on Samhain's Eve, Samhain, Halloween, everyone. So yeah, take care, and yeah, I'll be back incredibly soon. But yeah, much love from me to you, and from Brit, everyone. It's a wild ride, and yeah, I'm here for it all. But yeah, there's been a lot today. So much love again from me to you.